Hi, I'm Joey with Joey Television. Thanks for watching. I have an idea for you that you may want to try. If you have a collectibles area like this, a place where you keep videotapes, cassettes, retro things, and you want to add a vibe to the room, one that feels very retro, one that feels more like, the old commercials are playing, video game arcade sounds are playing. You have all of these things that are missing from the space. You have a television, but it's not the same thing as having that ambient sound. You want something that reminds you of your childhood, or a childhood that you might not have ever had. Here's an idea. These days, there's a lot of those computer monitors floating around with HDMI inputs, televisions that are really kind of cheap, little tiny ones that have HDMI inputs. There's other little ways that you can kind of get around that. But what would you think about putting one of those little tiny TVs or monitors on one of your shelves, bookshelves, somewhere in the corner, hooking up a Roku device to it, which is about $20 if you don't want to spend a lot of money. What you'll do is you'll create a YouTube account if you don't already have one, create a YouTube playlist. Then you'll go on the internet or on the YouTube and you'll find like your favorite things like movie trailers, arcade sounds, old commercials, toy commercials, cereal commercials, Frankenberry, all that stuff, right? You'll make yourself a little playlist. Then you'll go back to that playlist and you'll hit play all or repeat. Now you can stick that anywhere. I mean, you can have a bookshelf where you've got a tiny monitor playing, creating that ambience, that environment, a feeling of the 80s or the 90s or the 70s, 60s, or whatever you're going for. And it's not that expensive. So when I have this kind of video store running, always in the background, there's a commercial playing, arcade sounds playing. I mean, they've got just these ambient sounds of like arcades running with all the machines. You might think, man, I'll never get to the point where I can buy all of those. But if you like the sound of them, you can have them playing just kind of like you would be playing the radio when you're just hanging out. Just something for you to consider without spending a whole lot of money. Get an old TV monitor or computer monitor that has speakers. Hook up a Roku device or a streaming service device to it. Hook up YouTube with a playlist with all your favorite stuff. Put it on repeat. So every time you go in that room where you have guests, you can have that sound going. Now, if you don't want commercials, you can subscribe to YouTube Premium. But if you're okay with those commercials occasionally, you can do that. Anyway, just an idea, and I'd like to thank you for watching Joey Television.